and today I'm going to read you a book called Bark, George by Jules Feiffer. This is George. Say hello, George. This is George's mommy. Say hello, George's mommy. George's mommy said, "Bark, George." And George went, "Meow, meow." George said, "Meow, meow." "No, George," said George's mommy. "Cats say meow. Dogs say whoop, whoop, whoop. Now bark, George." And George went, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." George went, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." "No, George," said George's mommy. "Ducks say quack, quack, quack. Dogs say whoop, whoop, whoop. Now bark, George." And George went, George went, "No, George," said George's mommy. "Pigs say, dogs say, whoop, whoop, whoop. Now bark, George." And George went, "Moo." George's mommy took George to the vet. "I'll get to the bottom of this," he said. "Please bark, George." And George went, "Meow, meow." So the vet reached deep inside of George and he pulled out a cat. Look at George's mommy. The vet said, "Bark again, George." And George went, "Quack, quack, quack." So the vet reached deep, deep inside of George and he pulled out a duck. "Bark again, George," said the vet. And George went, so the vet reached deep, deep, deep inside of George and pulled out a pig. "Bark again, George." And George went, "Moo." So the vet put on his longest glove and reached deep, 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 deep inside of George and what happened? He pulled out a cow! Oh. Then the vet said, "Bark again, George." And George said, "Whoop, whoop, whoop." George said, "Whoop, whoop, whoop." Yay! George's mommy was so happy that she kissed the vet. And she kissed the cow, and she kissed the pig, and she kissed the duck, and she kissed the cat. On the way home, George's mommy was so happy that she wanted to show George off to all the people in the street. So she said, "Bark, George." And George went, uh-oh. When we do our animals unit, we also teach what the different pets eat. And there's a game that I like to play. You need at least 3 kids to play this game, or it's better with like 5 or 6 at a time, but you can do it with 3. If you're doing it with 3, you have one child who is the dog, and they stand off to the side with another teacher and they close their eyes. Then you can have two children that stand, and one of them will hide the dog's food behind their back. And then once the card is hidden, and you have to have both children put their hands behind their back so that it's not like one standing like this and then you know who it is. But after it's hidden, then all the children say together, dog, dog, where's your bone? Someone took it from your home. And then whoever is the dog, they get one guess to see if they can decide who has the bone. If they guess correctly, then they get to be the dog again, and then the child who had the bone sits down, and then another child comes up to take their space. Or if the dog doesn't choose right, they pick the kid that doesn't have a bone, then the dog sits down, and the kid who didn't have the bone then goes, and they're the new dog. It's really fun and the kids like it. We use all the different flashcards, like we have dog and bone, and then we do cat, cat, where's your fish? Someone took it from your home. You can make it rhyme in English a little bit better. Cat, cat, where's your fish? Someone took it from your dish. But since I'm working with ESL students, we try to keep the basic rhyme really simple. So then they don't get confused. And then rabbit, rabbit, where's your carrot? Someone took it from your home. But yeah, you can, if you play it, you can play it with your whole class at once so that nobody's sitting down. And then just give the dog more guesses. Like if you have 12 kids, let them guess 3 times. But depending on how old the kids are, it's a little bit easier if you just let them do it maybe 5 kids at a time and they only guess 1 time. It's a little easier for them to understand. But yeah, that's a story and a game that you can incorporate in your classroom or your home. So thank you very much and goodbye.